8 from the Competent Communicator Manual. So if you take a look at the CC manual, Project 8 is called Getting Comfortable with Visual Aids. So his objectives for this speech are to select visual aids that are appropriate for his message and for the audience, and to use those visual aids correctly with ease and confidence. The time for his speech is 5 to 7 minutes. So with that, I would like to introduce Kudada delivering his number 8 CC speech titled Eureka.
Yeah, you have this until this time. And it should be, this time shouldn't be counted in the speech time, yeah?
No.
And until that time I will stand in a Kimbo position.
Hey, very good. All right.
Just one is fine. Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good evening, everybody. My speech title is Eureka. I was sitting in the class, it was biology class, and the teacher was lecturing about kin selection theory. Few of you may have heard about kin selection theory. And I was wondering how the world would look like if the kin selection theory, if our world would be working according to kin selection theory. So, but because I trust on the science and I believe that the science presents the world as it is, so I get out of all of my thoughts and I just focus on the lecture. And the teacher was saying,
Move this way. Take that one. That way you're not, the light's not in your eye.
and the teacher was saying, kin selection is the strategies in evolution that favors the reproductive success of an organism's relatives, even at the cost of their own survival or reproduction. Simply, it means that everybody tries to propagate their genes or help their siblings to propagate their genes. I came back home, I was tired, so I tried to watch an Indian movie. So it's the Indian movie that I was watching, Ash Prem Ghazab Kahani. And in this Indian movie, if you see, this is the hero and this is the heroine. And all these boys are trying to help this boy to get the girlfriend. I said to myself, damn, they might have not have even touched a biology book. The writers of this movie, the producer of this movie, the actors, they might be all arts major and they are not familiar with the theory of kin selection. Because these all boys are helping the hero to propagate his genes. They might be helping themselves. So they are totally illogical. So I turn off the movie because I don't want to watch illogical movies. And then I switched my mind, started thinking about the other people who are more rational. So who is more rational? I thought there shouldn't be any more rational people than politicians because they lead people, they lead nations. When I was thinking about the politicians, so who is the most famous politicians which comes in your mind? Hugo Chavez, Fidel Castro, Lenin, Mao Zedong, and all Karl Marx, all these people who was coming in my mind, they were also not rational to me. They seemed rational, but they are not rational. Why they are not rational? This is another politician. They were not rational to me because they are asked for the equality, all these politicians. So I pressed my mind, there should be at least one person who is more logical among the politicians. And guess who came in my mind? Hitler. Because he is the only politician who had scientific mind, who was racist, simply. Because according to kin theory selection, you have to help your siblings propagate their genes, and the only guy who was propagating this theory was Hitler. But then I thought, why the whole world is against Hitler? There should be something wrong. If he is the logical person, he is the rational person, why the whole world is against him? So I couldn't reach any conclusion. So I switched my mind to another kind of the people. Those people who works with mathematics. I thought, who is the people who are working with the maths? You know, the businessmen. They work all the day, night with mathematics. So they should be logical person. And when I was thinking about the businessmen, who came in my mind? Guess who could be coming in my mind? Who is the most successful businessman that come in your mind?
Bill Gates.
Yeah, certainly. It's Bill Gates. Because he was the richest person from 1993 to 2007. He was the richest person consecutively for 14 years, not 40 years. 14 years. Yeah, here is Bill Gates. Then, when I was thinking about the Bill Gates, there was some problem with Bill Gates also. Because Bill Gates, yeah, he is rational, he is logical. But again, his mind is not according to theory of kin selection. Because he went to adopt the way Carnegie and Rockefeller did. He started to jump into the what we call to help people across the globe where the governments failed to serve the people. So it's also illogical. It's against the theory of kin selection because he's not helping the people around him, his siblings, to propagate the genes. He is helping people around the world. It's an irrational, it's an illogical, say, concept. So then I turned my mind to another kind of people, scientists. They are rational and their thoughts are real also. And they are the responsible for the theory of kin selection. So they should be fitting this theory. And guess who will come to your mind when you think of scientists?
Einstein?
Yeah, Einstein. Yeah, Einstein comes in my mind. So no, he's not. He is not Einstein. Yeah, he is Einstein. Yeah, it was mistaken. So yeah, Einstein came in my mind. But there was a problem with Einstein also. Because in the eve of Second World War, in 1939, Einstein wrote a letter to then President of US, Franklin Roosevelt, that Germans are making a nuclear bomb and US have to build a nuclear bomb. And he is the person who is responsible to making the first atomic bomb. And guess, he was German. And he was helping the enemies, the then enemies of Germany. So this guy was also not acting according to theory of kin selection. I was tired. I was really tired because not writers, not politicians, not economists, even not scientists was fitting to this theory of kin selection. And then I thought there should be some person that I could blame because science couldn't be wrong, theory of kin selection couldn't be wrong, politicians couldn't be wrong, scientists couldn't be wrong, mathematicians, writers, everybody couldn't be wrong. There must be somebody to blame. Guess who found I to blame? It was me. Yeah, Eureka. Yeah, I found that I must be wrong at the end. So I'm wrong. Thank you.
Don't leave the podium. Yep, sorry.
Thank you, Kadada.